There is a phone sitting quietly in the sub £400 range that has no business being this cheap, because you get flagship level specs like a Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, a 7500 mAh battery, custom gaming chips. All sounds insane, and this is the iQOO Neo 11. Now the thing with this phone is it costs less than £400, and the question we're going to pose is, will this phone stop you from buying a £700 or £1,000 phone to just game on? So the heart of the iQOO Neo 11 is the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and that chipset that powers current existing flagship phones from OnePlus to Samsung's to Xiaomi's is an absolute beast. And when you look at benchmarks on things like ANTUTU, which scores over 3 million points, when you run this through 3D Mark's Lifestyle Extreme Testo, which we did twice, you get some interesting results. On the first run, we had stability at 38%. So that's some insane level of throttling, and temperature and battery are always high consumers in this because they just nuke the phone because it's so extensive and so demanding the way the test is run. So we thought, that's surely an outlier. Let's run this again. So we left it for the day, run it the next day, same environment, same everything, and then the throttling there was 25.9%, so even worse. So the throttling on this is absolutely insane when it comes to really, really heavy loads. But in the day-to-day use, using the OS, navigating around the phone, if you're checking your emails or you're just like switching up your themes on your phone, or you're changing your icons, you're customizing the look and feel of your device, or you're just setting it up because you want to customize a few elements, you're never going to notice these things. Those are only for extreme examples, and the operation in that respect is very, very good. Continuing with the theme of performance, let's talk about gaming performance and gaming settings on the iQOO Neo 11, because you do get quite a lot. First of all, there's gaming focused enhancements on here called Ultra Game Mode, which allows you to essentially refine your experience even more to things like certain games will get better over performance, you can have better colors, better FPS, better frame rates, better everything. But also within this, you can enable something called Monster Mode, which again will tax the battery and the performance of the phone, but again allows you to push graphic fidelity, FPS, response rates, brightness, how it generates all of its graphics, and within the game as well, how it looks and feels. All of that can be done via that Monster Mode. And then you also get, on top of that, Vivo's own eSports Q2 gaming focused chip. And collectively, all those components make an incredible gaming experience.
Sniper. Hardpoint is ours. We lost the lead. Hardpoint contested. Recon standing by. UAV recon standing by. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Changing mag.
Other benefit you get of gaming on this phone is you can actually benefit from something called bypass charging. Now you enable this through the pull-up menu on the side whilst you're gaming, you tap into it, and what that'll do, it will essentially charge off what you're playing rather than using the battery. So it's really, really good for maintaining the battery's health without damaging it, but also allowing you to game for longer. And speaking of battery, it's a 7500 mAh silicon carbon with 100 watts of wired charging. Absolutely wild spec. And that battery is legit multi-day easily. So if you're gaming a lot on here like we showed you earlier, or if you're just watching content, you can do that for a significant amount of time with absolutely no problems at all. We would say that that is in the quote unquote balanced mode, not in the monster performance mode. Beyond that, so You can browse on this all day. You can use Spotify all day. You're not going to have any problems at all, which is absolutely incredible. And that battery performance is amazing. In fact, that battery is actually bigger than the Oppo Find X9 Pro that we're using currently, and pretty much most available right now that you can buy. And then let's touch on the design and display of the Neo 11. You're probably going to think, what on earth? This colorway is actually called Facing the Wind. Essentially what you have here is if you shimmer this in various lights, you get a really cool like shimmer, like a tint almost to it. You can get in other colors if you wanted to. And then the display up front is a 6.82 inch AMOLED display at 144 Hz with 2592 Hz of PWM dimming and a 90% screen to body ratio. And it is flat all over. No curves here at all. And the quality of the display is excellent. Thin borders. It even has an anti-reflective coating. So watching content on here day, within the home or out, looks really, really good. Super punchy, not overly processed, and really good dynamic range in colors as well. So in terms of the display, alongside the CPU performance, it's an excellent phone. The iQOO Neo 11 is a really great gaming phone with a ton of upsides, but we wanted to touch on one other thing. Those camera lenses. It's a 50 megapixel wide, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and output here is okay, it's fine. It's not really the point of the phone, but it performs reasonably well. You need good lighting conditions to get an overall good image out of the mains lens, and the ultra wide is soft and not great with a ton of detail, but that's not the point. You can even actually get 8K video out of the back of this iQOO Neo 11, which is crazy. But the main point of this phone is its gaming. And then phones like this are usually 700 to £1,000 or even more to buy. This, of course, isn't, and it is an excellent gaming phone. There is obviously a star asterisk next to it because of the fact that you do get heavy throttling at the load when you push in the CPU to its maximum. But what I would say is that's going to be a rarity. If you're gaming on games like we showed, Call of Duty Mobile, you're going to get a really, really good experience. And then there's other components to help assist that, and that's things like bypass charging, added cooling. So for serious gamers, this is a really, really great buy. There is one condition to this though. As of this video, you cannot buy this outside of China. So if you wanted to buy this, you can import it in. It costs you roughly £400, and you can eliminate quite a lot of the language and menus that would restrict you from using it on a daily basis. But let us know your thought on gaming phones in general on the iQOO Neo 11, and be sure to like and subscribe. Until the next one, as always, we out.